The lights go out at SummerSlam 2025. 80,000 fans are on their feet. Roman Reigns is bloodied, battered, and outnumbered. The bloodline is crumbling. Seth Rollins is smirking. Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed are closing in for the kill. Then, boom, a theme song hits that sends shockwaves through the WWE universe. The mystery partner reveal that nobody saw coming. A return so explosive it rewrites WWE history forever. I'm about to break down the most shocking wrestling bombshell of 2025. And trust me, by the end of this video, you'll understand why this moment changes everything. If you think you know what's coming, think again. This isn't just a return, it's a declaration of war. Today we're unpacking the mystery that has every wrestling fan losing their minds. Roman Reigns' shocking mystery partner reveal ahead of SummerSlam 2025. This isn't just another wrestling storyline, folks. We're talking about a moment that could redefine the landscape of WWE forever. I've been covering wrestling for years, and I can tell you that mystery partner reveals like this don't happen often. When they do, they create legendary moments that fans talk about for decades. In the next 15 minutes, I'm going to break down exactly why this reveal matters, analyze the 5 most likely candidates, and then reveal who I believe will step through those curtains at SummerSlam. We'll explore the psychology behind this booking decision, the implications for the Bloodline's future, and why this could be the most important moment in Roman Reigns' career. But here's what makes this even more interesting. I've got insider information that's going to blow your mind. So smash that like button, hit subscribe, and let's dive into the biggest wrestling story of 2025. Let me paint you a picture of just how desperate Roman Reigns' situation has become, because understanding this context is crucial to appreciating why this mystery partner reveal is so significant. The Bloodline, once the most dominant faction in WWE history, is in complete shambles. We're talking about a family dynasty that controlled WWE for over 3 years, and now it's crumbling from within like a house of cards in a hurricane. Roman Reigns, the tribal chief, the head of the table, the man who carried WWE on his back through the pandemic era, is facing the biggest crisis of his career. Here's how we got to this breaking point. Solo Sikoa, the man Roman handpicked as his enforcer, the tribal combat officer, turned his back on the family in the most brutal way possible. At Money in the Bank 2025, Solo didn't just betray Roman, he orchestrated a complete coup. He brought in Tama Tonga and Tanga Loa, legitimate Bloodline family members, and convinced them that Roman's reign as tribal chief was over. The psychological warfare was devastating. These weren't outsiders attacking the Bloodline, this was family destroying family from within. But the betrayal runs even deeper. Jimmy Uso, Roman's own cousin, was exiled from the group months earlier after questioning Roman's increasingly authoritarian leadership style. The seeds of this destruction were planted long ago, and now they're bearing poisonous fruit. Jey Uso stands as Roman's only remaining ally, but even their relationship is strained. Jey's loyalty comes with visible reluctance. You can see it in his eyes during their recent segments. He's there, but he's not all in like he used to be. Now enter Seth Rollins, the architect of chaos himself. Seth has always been a master manipulator, but his current strategy is diabolical. He's not just trying to beat Roman Reigns, he's trying to erase the Bloodline's legacy entirely. After losing the World Heavyweight Championship earlier in 2025, Seth reinvented himself as the leader of a new faction designed specifically to counter the Bloodline's strengths. His recruitment of Braun Breaker was genius. Breaker represents everything the new generation of WWE stands for: raw power, technical skill, and an unquenchable hunger for dominance. At just 26 years old, Breaker has already proven he can hang with the main event players. His addition to Seth's faction wasn't just about muscle, it was about sending a message that the future of WWE doesn't include Roman Reigns. Then there's Bronson Reed, 330 pounds of pure destruction. Reed isn't just big, he's agile, he's mean, and he's got a legitimate grudge against Roman dating back to their brief encounters in 2024. When Reed hits that tsunami splash, career's end. Period. The numbers game is brutal. Roman and Jey are facing a 4-man army that includes some of the most dangerous competitors in WWE today. They need more than just heart and determination, they need a nuclear option. They need someone who can match Breaker's intensity, counter Reed's size, outsmart Rollins' cunning, and remind Solo Sikoa why you don't betray family. This is why the mystery partner isn't just important, it's absolutely critical for the Bloodline's survival. Let me tell you something about mystery partner reveals in professional wrestling. They're not just booking decisions, They're psychological masterpieces that tap into the deepest parts of what makes us human: hope, surprise, and the primal need for justice when the odds are stacked against the hero. Think back to some of the most iconic mystery partner reveals in WWE history. Survivor Series 1990, when Ted DiBiase's mystery partner turned out to be The Undertaker, a moment that launched one of the greatest careers in wrestling history. Or SummerSlam 2002, when Shawn Michaels returned after 4 years away to team with Triple H, creating one of the most emotional moments in wrestling history. These weren't just surprises. They were seismic shifts that changed the entire trajectory of WWE. But here's what makes Roman's mystery partner reveal even more significant. It's happening at the perfect psychological moment. Roman Reigns has been positioned as WWE's top star for nearly a decade, but he's never been more vulnerable. The audience has watched his family turn against him, his empire crumble, and his confidence shake. We're witnessing the fall of a king, and psychologically, that creates an incredible opportunity for redemption. The beauty of this booking is that it plays into our natural human desire to see justice served. Roman isn't the villain anymore. He's the victim of betrayal, the fallen hero who needs salvation. When that mystery partner's music hits, it's not just a wrestling moment. It's a cathartic release for everyone who's been watching this slow-burn destruction of the bloodline. WWE's creative team understands something crucial about modern audiences. We're tired of predictable outcomes. We've seen Roman overcome impossible odds so many times that it's lost its impact, but a mystery partner changes everything. It introduces an element of genuine surprise in an era where spoilers and insider information make true surprises nearly impossible. The timing is also psychologically perfect. SummerSlam has always been WWE's second biggest event, the perfect stage for major reveals and career-defining moments. It's not WrestleMania, where the pressure to deliver can sometimes overshadow the storytelling. SummerSlam allows for more creative risks, more emotional payoffs, and more genuine surprises. From a narrative perspective, this mystery partner reveal serves multiple psychological functions. First, it gives Roman a path to redemption without making him look weak. He's not being saved by charity, he's being joined by someone who recognizes his worth and wants to stand with him. Second, it creates immediate intrigue about the future. Will this partnership last? What are the mystery partner's motivations? These questions keep audiences engaged long after SummerSlam ends. But perhaps most importantly, this reveal taps into our fundamental understanding of family and loyalty. The Bloodline story has always been about family bonds, and when those bonds are broken, we instinctively want to see them repaired or replaced. The mystery partner becomes a new family member, a chosen brother who stands with Roman when his blood relatives have abandoned him. This isn't just wrestling booking, it's emotional storytelling at its finest, designed to create a moment that fans will remember and discuss for years to come. Alright, let's get to the part everyone's been waiting for. Who could possibly be Roman's mystery partner? I've analyzed the storylines, checked the contract situations, and even dove into some insider speculation to bring you the 5 most likely candidates. Each of these names would create a different kind of magic, but only one makes perfect sense. Number 5. Jacob Fatu. The Samoan werewolf Jacob Fatu represents the future of the bloodline. He's Roman's legitimate cousin, a 300-pound monster who moves like a cruiserweight, and he's been tearing up the independent scene for years. His recent WWE signing has been kept surprisingly quiet, which could be intentional. A SummerSlam debut would instantly establish him as a main event player and reinforce the bloodline's family connections. The crowd reaction would be massive, especially among hardcore fans who know his reputation. However, debuting a relative unknown in such a high-stakes spot is risky, even for someone with Fatu's incredible talent. Number 4. Cody Rhodes, the American Nightmare. This would be the ultimate swerve. Cody and Roman have been bitter enemies, their rivalry defining much of 2023 and 2024. But wrestling history is full of enemies becoming temporary allies against common threats. Cody's got the charisma, the in-ring ability, and the fan support to make this work. The psychological impact would be enormous. If Roman Reigns can earn Cody Rhodes' respect and partnership, it proves he's truly changed. The problem? Their egos might be too big to share the spotlight, and fans might not buy the sudden alliance. Number 3. John Cena, the face that runs the place. Cena's farewell tour in 2025 has been emotional and unpredictable. He's made surprise appearances throughout the year, each one feeling potentially like his last. Teaming with Roman would be the ultimate passing of the torch moment, the former face of WWE standing with the current one. Cena's presence would guarantee a massive crowd reaction and instant credibility for the partnership. The challenge is Cena's limited schedule, and the question of whether he'd want to play second fiddle to Roman in what could be one of his final matches. Number 2. The Rock. The People's Champion family is everything in Samoan culture, and The Rock is Roman's cousin and the biggest star in the world. His 2024 return created seismic shifts in WWE, and his heel turn as part of the Bloodline was masterfully executed. The Rock returning to help Roman would be the ultimate family reunion, a moment that would break the internet and create mainstream media coverage. The problem is The Rock's Hollywood commitments, and the question of whether he'd overshadow the entire storyline with his star power. Number 1. Brock Lesnar, the Beast Incarnate. This is it. This is the choice that makes perfect sense from every angle. Brock has been absent since his loss to Cody Rhodes at SummerSlam 2023, creating the perfect comeback story. His history with Roman is complex. They've been enemies, but there's always been mutual respect. Paul Heyman's cryptic social media posts have been building to something, and Brock's return would create the ultimate power shift. He's got the credibility to stand with Roman as an equal, the power to match any opponent, and the star power to make this feel truly special. Let me tell you why Brock Lesnar isn't just the best choice for Roman's mystery partner. He's the only choice that makes complete storytelling sense. This isn't just about star power or surprise value. It's about creating a moment that feels both shocking and inevitable at the same time. First, let's talk about the narrative symmetry. Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar have been intertwined since 2015, their careers forever linked through epic battles at WrestleMania 31, SummerSlam 2018, and Crown Jewel 2021. They've pushed each other to career-defining performances, and their rivalry has evolved from pure hatred to grudging respect. When Brock steps through those curtains at SummerSlam, it won't feel random. It'll feel like the natural evolution of their relationship. The Paul Heyman connection is crucial here. Heyman has been dropping breadcrumbs for months with cryptic social media posts and knowing smirks during backstage segments. "The Beast is restless," he posted in June. "The tribal chief has a plan," he said during a recent SmackDown segment. Heyman has been the bridge between Roman and Brock for years, and his involvement makes this partnership feel organic rather than forced. But here's what makes this choice brilliant from a booking perspective. Brock's return serves multiple storyline purposes simultaneously. He's got unfinished business with Seth Rollins dating back to their Shield days and their various championship encounters. He's got a score to settle with Braun Breaker, who's been calling himself the new Beast and disrespecting Brock's legacy. And he's got the perfect motivation to help Roman, not out of friendship, but out of respect for a worthy opponent who's facing impossible odds. The power dynamics are perfect. Roman doesn't need to be saved by Brock. He needs to be joined by him. This isn't a rescue mission. It's a partnership between equals. When Brock's music hits and he storms that ring, he's not there to overshadow Roman. He's there to stand with him as the ultimate statement of strength. From a practical standpoint, Brock solves every problem the Bloodline faces. Braun Breaker's raw power, Brock's been there, done that, and has the German suplexes to prove it. Bronson Reed's size and agility, Brock's faced bigger monsters and made them look ordinary. Seth Rollins' cunning and manipulation, Brock's simplicity cuts through all the mind games. He just hits harder than everyone else. The crowd reaction would be nuclear. Brock Lesnar returns are always special, but this one would be different. It's not just about the surprise, it's about the context. Fans would witness the ultimate power move, Roman Reigns earning the respect and partnership of the most legitimate fighter in WWE history. But perhaps most importantly, this partnership sets up incredible future storylines. Will Brock stay loyal to Roman, or is he playing a longer game? How will Solo Sikoa react to facing the Beast Incarnate? What happens when other superstars realize that Roman and Brock are working together? This one reveal could generate months of compelling television leading to WrestleMania 42. Brock Lesnar as Roman's mystery partner isn't just good booking, it's perfect storytelling that honors their history while creating an exciting future. Picture this moment with me, because I want you to feel the electricity that's going to surge through that arena when this all goes down. SummerSlam 2025, the main event, and we're about to witness wrestling history. The match starts with Roman Reigns and Jey Uso looking determined but clearly outmatched. Seth Rollins is at ringside with that trademark smirk, orchestrating his faction like a conductor leading a symphony of destruction. Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed are in the ring, and they're not just wrestling, they're hunting. Every move is calculated to inflict maximum damage and send a message that the Bloodline's time is over. For the first 10 minutes, it's a masterclass in storytelling. Roman and Jay are fighting with everything they have, but the numbers game is brutal. Jay takes a devastating powerslam from Breaker that leaves him motionless outside the ring. Roman is isolated, bleeding from a chair shot courtesy of Seth's interference, and the crowd is getting restless. This is the moment where hope seems lost, where even the most loyal Roman fans are starting to worry. Then Bronson Reed sets up for the Tsunami Splash, his finishing move that has ended careers. Roman is down, the crowd is holding its breath, and Reed climbs to the top rope. 330 pounds of destruction is about to come crashing down, and it feels like the end of an era. But wait, the lights flicker, the arena goes silent for just a moment, that pregnant pause that every wrestling fan recognizes as the calm before the storm. Then it happens. Boom, Brock Lesnar's music hits, and 80,000 people lose their collective minds. The sound is deafening, primal, like a thunderclap that shakes the very foundation of the building. Bronson Reed freezes on the top rope, his eyes wide with disbelief. Seth Rollins' smirk vanishes instantly, replaced by a look of pure terror. Even Braun Breaker, the cocky next-generation powerhouse, takes a step back. Brock storms down the ramp with that familiar intensity. No pyrotechnics needed, no elaborate entrance, just pure, concentrated violence in human form. He slides into the ring and chaos erupts. 5 to Bronson Reed sends all 330 pounds crashing through the announce table with a sickening thud that echoes throughout the arena. German suplex to Braun Breaker, then another, then a third that plants him so hard the ring shakes. But here's the beautiful part. Roman doesn't just lie there and let Brock do all the work. He springs to life, energized by his partner's arrival. Spear to Solo Sikoa, who had been lurking at ringside. Jey Uso, somehow finding the strength to climb to the top rope, delivers an Uso splash that brings the crowd to their feet. The Bloodline isn't just surviving, they're dominating. The finish is poetry in motion. Roman and Brock standing side by side, staring down Seth Rollins, who's backed into a corner with nowhere to run. Roman hits the spear, Brock follows with an F5, and Jey adds the exclamation point with another Uso splash. 1, 2, 3. The Bloodline stands tall, reborn, and more dangerous than ever. This victory isn't just about one match, it's about reshaping the entire WWE landscape. The immediate aftermath sees Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga and Tanga Loa retreating up the ramp, their confidence shattered. They thought they had destroyed the Bloodline, but they only made it stronger. The family that betrayed Roman now faces the consequences of their actions, and those consequences come in the form of the Beast Incarnate. Seth Rollins' faction crumbles overnight. Braun Breaker, humbled by Brock's dominance, questions whether he's ready for this level of competition. Bronson Reed is sidelined with injuries from that announce table spot. Seth himself disappears from television for weeks, his confidence destroyed, and his master plan in ruins. But the most intriguing development is the dynamic between Roman and Brock. Their partnership is built on mutual respect, not friendship. They're two apex predators who have chosen to hunt together rather than against each other. The tension is palpable. Will this alliance last, or are they simply using each other until a better opportunity arises? The road to WrestleMania 42 becomes crystal clear. Roman and Brock as the dominant force in WWE. But with Solo Sikoa plotting his revenge and new challenges emerging to test their partnership, this one moment at SummerSlam creates months of compelling television and sets up dream matches that fans have been waiting years to see. WWE fans, we've just broken down what could be the most significant moment in recent wrestling history. Roman Reigns' mystery partner reveal isn't just about one match at SummerSlam, it's about the rebirth of the Bloodline, the return of Brock Lesnar, and the beginning of a new era in WWE. Think about what we've covered today: the Bloodline's destruction from within, the psychological masterpiece of the mystery partner reveal, the 5 candidates who could have filled that role, and why Brock Lesnar is the perfect choice to stand with Roman Reigns. This isn't just good booking, it's storytelling that honors wrestling history while creating an exciting future. When Brock's music hits at SummerSlam 2025, we're not just witnessing a surprise return, we're watching the moment when Roman Reigns proves that the tribal chief doesn't need traitors, he earns the loyalty of legends. We're seeing the birth of the most dangerous partnership in WWE history, and we're getting the first chapter of what could be the greatest storyline leading to WrestleMania 42. The implications are staggering. New rivalries, dream matches, and the complete reshaping of WWE's power structure. Solo Sikoa's betrayal backfired spectacularly, Seth Rollins' master plan lies in ruins, and the Bloodline rises from the ashes, stronger than ever. But here's what I want to know from you. Do you think Brock is the right choice? Could you see any of the other candidates working better? And most importantly, how long do you think this partnership will last before these two apex predators turn on each other? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Tell me your predictions for SummerSlam, your theories about what happens next, and who you think will be the first to challenge this new version of the Bloodline. I read every single comment and respond to as many as I can. If this breakdown got you hyped for SummerSlam, smash that like button. It helps other wrestling fans find this content. And if you're not already subscribed to WWE Report, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. We're your home for the deepest wrestling analysis, the hottest takes, and the insider information you won't find anywhere else. Until then, acknowledge the tribal chief, respect the Beast Incarnate, and remember, the Bloodline story is far from over. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.